If you're a yoga teacher and you're struggling to build your self-confidence, then stick around through this video. I'm going to share 3 tips with you to gain confidence in your teaching today. So firstly, if you're new to me, my name is Ali Temple. I'm an international yoga and meditation teacher, retreat leader, and yoga teacher mentor. I've been mentoring teachers for over 4 years, and finding confidence is one of the biggest struggles that I come across and something that resonates with me so much because it took me forever to find confidence in my abilities and my teaching. So firstly, if we're not already connected on Instagram, pop over there and find me at Ali Temple Yoga. You can get a little behind the scenes on my day-to-day as I travel and work remotely. I'm coming to you in Mexico right now, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel. I've got lots more information and tips to share with you. If you want to learn more about my other programs and offerings, just check out the description below. And if you are watching this before March 16th, 2022, make sure you check out the description below to sign up and join us for my free live workshop that's coming up. I'll be teaching you how to promote your classes and your special events and all your yoga related offerings in an authentic and simple and non-cringy way so that you can make meaningful and lasting and real connections with your ideal students. If you happen to be watching this after March 16th, it's all good. Still check out that description because I'll leave a link for you to sign up to receive the replay for free as well. So let's talk about gaining confidence. You know, this is something that generally takes time and practice, especially if you are a newer yoga teacher. But I wanted to share just a few of the tips that I tend to offer the most often to my yoga teachers that I'm coaching in my programs like Wild Hearts, which is an 8-week transformational yoga teacher mentorship program. You can learn more about that one below as well. So today I've just got 3 tips for you to help you get cracking on building that confidence. Tip number 1 is to be prepared. Now, there are a few things that I want to touch on here. Of course, yes, I want you to practice your sequence and feel ready to teach it. Another way that you can be prepared to teach your class is to show up early, show up on time so that you have enough time to find a practice or a seat, just a way for you to get grounded and present and feeling in your body. Now, this whole preparation piece I know comes easier to some than others. So if you find yourself as someone who is a bit more of a procrastinator or has some resistance towards this, that's okay. It could be coming up for you as nerves or even some anxiety around teaching, especially if you don't have the confidence piece down yet. But what I want you to do, if that is you, is to really prioritize this piece of preparing yourself. It might help you to put time into your calendar, block it off so that you can hold yourself accountable to make sure you're doing those steps that you need to do in order to set yourself up for success. And the final piece around being prepared that I want to share with you today is, yes, we want to have a plan for our classes. Have a plan, but also be ready to pivot. A big part of teaching yoga is being able to be present with your students in the room in the moment, which means you can come with your plan, but you want to be able to modify and switch things up from moment to moment when you feel like you need to. And in order to really be present with your students and not stuck in your head, you need to build the confidence in your own abilities. And for those of you who are teaching online, the preparation piece is important technically as well. So don't just log on to your Zoom account or whatever platform you're using 2 minutes before the start time. Give yourself that 10 or 15 minutes, not only to get grounded and settled and centered, but also just to make sure that all the technology is working, that your mic is charged, that your computer is charged. Give it a reboot. set yourself up, take that time so that you don't feel rushed when you're starting the class. Really, there is nothing worse than feeling rushed when you're about to teach a yoga class. If you've ever been there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not the best way to start off. Okay, tip number 2 is to remember that you are human. You will make mistakes in your teaching, and that's a good thing. This is something I talk about often, but those mistakes that you make, that's where you're going to be learning and you're going to be growing and improving your skills. And really, when we make the mistakes, a lot of the time it helps us relax too. I know that I've gone into yoga classes in the past to teach, and I've been really in my head or distracted or just not present. And then I make a little mistake, and the moments where I'm able to crack a little joke or laugh at myself, those can be the sweetest moments with the students where they feel connected to you because they see that you are human. And there's that mutual connection where you have this opportunity to just kind of take your own exhale and relax into your authentic self for the rest of the class. So having said that, remind yourself that there is no such thing as perfection. Your class is not going to be perfect. Your favorite yoga teacher's classes aren't perfect either. We just might perceive them to be. So we want to give ourselves the ability to take imperfect action. Stop holding yourself back because you feel like you're not ready. I did a video a little while back about taking imperfect action, so I'll leave that somewhere up here for you to check out after this video. All right, my third and final tip for you today on how to gain confidence in your teaching is to maintain your personal practice. It's so important for us as yoga teachers to practice what we preach. It can be incredibly beneficial to feel the benefits of this transformative practice in our own bodies. And I'm not just talking about practicing your sequence that you're planning to teach, but really truly showing up as a student, taking that time for yourself so that you can be reminded and connected to this practice that you are sharing with others. There's so much more that I can share on this topic, and I do in my programs, but really I want the takeaway for you to be that you don't have to be fully confident in order to get started and to start teaching. Practice, be consistent, and go easy on yourself, and keep showing up as a student and as a teacher, and most importantly, as a human. I hope those tips resonated for you. I'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below. Let me know which tip works for you if you try them out, or if you already feel connected to some of the ideas that I shared today. Let me know. That's it from me for now. I'll see you on Instagram, and don't forget to snag your spot in my free upcoming workshop where we'll dive a lot deeper into this topic and so much more. I'll see you in the next video.